Well, it's me again. Well, I we just got out of the Orange courthouse with my friend and her son, and this is typical. It is not new how I experience Orange County and the way they disfranchise the well, I won't say the minority because it's done to all our youth. We are putting them out of order. We are replacing, they are recyclable items in the county support system. This is again, it's a wasting of the taxpayers' money. It's very ridiculous, and I'm not going to say anything about the trial or the incident or how it went. But what we really doing, we are hurting all of our children, the victim and the witness. We are exposing them to injustice in an early age, and we feeding them, and we are feeding them, yes, the hatred already, and the discrimination and the racism against minority. And again, I won't even go there. It's not because of the ethnicity or the color or the religion. It's a class of the vulnerable that they are not able to hire lawyers, and they depend on the public defender, the public pretender. I am sorry, to play that game, so they can be on the system, so the county would get their support, would get their accounts hooked, and put him on the system already. And the young man is a fine young man. I didn't see a thief or a criminal or a hater. I seen a very beautiful person, and you are very soon gonna meet him and gonna meet his mom. Here they are. Okay, now I'm gonna give Michelle
Hmm.
the phone. I mean the camera, so she can say her piece. I already did some. So if you wanna say some, you are in the interview, and I'm gonna show it to you before we are gonna publish it. But here is, you wanna hold it, or you want me to hold it for you?
No, what do you want me to say?
Just say whatever in your heart, sweetheart. Nobody's gonna shoot us because we're saying our piece. You
Yeah,
see, and this is
here I am over at juvenile court in the city of Orange or Garden Grove, and I'm
Orange.
Orange, the
I'm
city
sorry.
of Orange, and I'm here standing up for my son because they're trying to put some crap on him. And hey, I'm tired. I don't have
And
anything to say.
can you tell me a little bit about incident that happened prior to that with the encounter, the first encounter you have with the law enforcement, and how you got in the system since you moved to the city of Rancho Santa Margarita? Can you tell me a little bit about the incident that you told me that they put some in his mouth, or the
Yeah,
teacher?
well, ever
How
since,
old was he, and what grade was he
yes,
in? And please,
yes, my experience here in the city of Orange has
look at the
been
camera.
my experience here in the city of Orange has been atrocious. They have isolated my son from the time I moved here. When he was in the second grade, his teacher put a glove in his mouth and thought nothing of it. My son cried. She panicked. She came and told me, and all hell has broke out ever since then because I put on a Klan outfit and I marched. I protested for 2 days because they didn't do anything. They didn't reprimand her. They didn't enforce any changes. It was just handled inappropriately. So I put on a Klan outfit and I marched for 2 days in front of the school, and then they arrested me. So she gets to put a glove in my son's mouth, and I get to
What
protest,
the
but I
charge
get to go
was?
to.
What's the charge?
They charged me for terrorist, for
Uh,
being a terrorist,
so
for marching.
she was protesting about the crime that they commit against the child, and then when she stand up to to exercise her First Amendment of free speech and protested the act and denounce it, she was arrested for terrorist act.
and I was pregnant. And
That didn't stop them, did it?
no, I was pregnant. They put my hands behind my back really tight and really roughed me up and kept the camera in my face the whole time. And they put me in jail for almost a month. And I almost lost everything. I almost lost my house. I almost lost my children. I almost lost everything. I wanted to get out. I had a delicate pregnancy, so I was in jail, pregnant, 3 months, and I was bleeding, and I needed to go home and rest. I needed to put my legs up. It didn't matter. The only way they said I could get out of this situation was to cop a plea. I had to go home. They were not medically treating me correct. The choice was to lose my baby in jail because I was bleeding. I wasn't supposed to be bleeding. It's 3 months. Or to cop a plea and get out. He said that if I didn't cop a plea, I'd have to stay in 2 more months because the jury would take 2 months. So I needed to go. So I had to plead guilty for something I didn't do.
And this is not isolated case. This has happened every day, thousands of times, here and all over the country. You see, what we're doing, we're victimizing people because they're standing up and they protesting the crimes committed against them. And I was really alarmed to hear the trial and the DA asking, wasting the taxpayer money, wasting the court and the judge time for nothing. For nothing is unbelievable, and I really don't. God bless all of us, because when this been happening for this many years, His wrath is going to come upon us because we are not doing justice. We're destroying our own children, and I'm talking about everybody. Because the children that we subjected them to go and testify against their classmate, they are not really at ease. They are not, I can see their faces. They are not.
This court has called me back. I have to catch the bus at least 2.5 hours here and 2.5 hours back. And they have called me here today with my son who just turned 17 regarding an iPhone, something he found. They proved that he found it, but they're saying he turned it in an untimely manner and that it was broke. So they have inconvenienced my life horribly. I have to come to court. This is about the
And he's missing school.
9th or 10th time.
And you have 2 other minors that you have to take care of, and you leave them on 10.
Yes, I leave them under 10. I have to come here without them because they have to go to school. He's been out of school almost 10, 12 days, and hey, they don't care. They don't care that I have to catch the bus. They don't care that they're wasting my time and a taxpayer money over an iPhone that my son has found. They're trying to entrap my son, this beast, because the court system is a beast. It is the beast that the Bible speaks of, is trying to entrap my son, and I can't fight this by myself. I'm going to have to fast and pray, and I hope you fast and pray, because if my son gets victimized or
your
be,
children's going to be the same.
Right.
You will have to stand for justice.
Exactly.
Yes.
Don't think because you have a crack in the wall and that injustice is for one person that the crack isn't going to get bigger. If it's a crack in the wall, the whole wall is going to fall down, and it's going to affect your kids too.
We're going to start,
so
taking a stand.
Right. So to me, I just want to say that I witnessed an injustice today of taxpayers' money.
Thank you. Can you say something? What's your name, young man? Solomon. I met Solomon first before I met Michelle. Oh, you see, it's I'm sorry.
I don't even like that way I look or anything.
Yeah, you look fine.
I
Okay.
don't.
Anyway, we gotta go now because it's close. Low battery, low phone
I
space.
don't want that one. I don't like